I feel like there's a lot of people watching today that they're too caught up in the number of their age. And they're assuming that, well, because I'm 72 or 75 or 65 or whatever, I can't do that. But the truth is you're never too young and you're never too old.
Meet Joyce Meyer, a renowned Christian speaker, author, and avid preacher. At the age of 80, she keeps defying time both by her ageless looks and sublime fitness. This is Joyce Meyer in 1996, and this is her now. It's not surprising that despite being 80, she continues to glow like her 50s. In her words, age is really just a number. When she was 77, she said,
I am 77 and a half, but I don't think I am.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I really don't think I am.
Her secret is simple: self-control. She says no to all kinds of temptations. In this video, we'll be unlocking the secret to age-defying vitality. We'll be exploring the top 4 foods she avoids at all costs, the food she never misses, her exercise routine, and we'll also be looking at her stress management technique, and finally, we'll be unlocking her top secret to never-aging vitality. Stay tuned to discover the top secrets to a fountain of youth from a vibrant woman who looks 30 years younger than her age. Meyer was born on the 4th of June 1943 in St. Louis, Missouri. Joyce Meyer had to overcome early trauma and abuse to become a leading figure in Christian ministry. Her divine calling in 1976 led to founding the Joyce Meyer Ministries. Through her program, Enjoying Everyday Life, and best-selling book, Battlefield of the Mind, Joyce Meyer has successfully empowered millions of lives worldwide. She is also the author of popular books such as Eat and Stay Thin and Look Great and Feel Great, where she expressly revealed lots of vital truths about how to remain healthy and combat aging at all times. Joyce has faced lots of challenges in both her ministry and health over the years, from undergoing hip replacements to battling breast cancer and even a hysterectomy. However, in all of these, she has continued to remain youthful and healthy and continues to defy all odds. On her 80th birthday, Joyce said, "The first time I ever felt that I was getting old was the day I had to sign up for Medicare. It felt surreal, as though I were watching a movie. But I decided not to feel old and think that I'm finished with life." Top 5 foods Myers avoids. Number 1, lobster bisque soup.
A restaurant here yesterday, and they just had the best lobster bisque soup. Now, it's good, but it's also very fattening. I didn't order it. I ordered the salad. Dave, you get the soup.
The lobster bisque soup, a popular French delicacy known for high calorie content and creamy texture. This may sound quite tempting to many, but not for Joyce Meyer. Joyce prioritizes her health and youthful longevity. Hence, she always opts to avoid this calorie-dense diet. This diet is high in calories that can lead to weight gain and obesity. It also has a high content of unsaturated fat, which is the bad fat and can be a risk factor for heart diseases and many other cardiovascular conditions. Alternatively, she opts for plant-based meals, abstaining from consuming meat or seafood, and identifies as a vegetarian. Number 2, potato chips and soda.
Oh, yeah, I live on potato chips and soda pop. I'm cool. I feel good, you know. And you're checking all day on your machines and doing all your stuff. But let me tell you something. You are spending tomorrow's health.
Second on her list are potato chips and soda, which are easily found on anyone's avoid list but irresistible for many. However, Meyer clearly states that inability to resist this is spending tomorrow's health today. Potato chips are very high in unsaturated fats and sodium, which increases the risk of obesity, hypertension, and cardiovascular diseases. They also contain high levels of acrylamide, which is believed to be a highly carcinogenic compound. In recent studies, acrylamide levels were found to be 779 to 1,299 micrograms per kilogram in French fries and 211 to 3,515 micrograms per kilogram in potato chips, which is quite high compared to the acrylamide levels in other foods. Joyce also completely avoids soda due to its ability to accelerate aging. Studies have shown that soda can age you as much as smoking. Revealed that drinking an 8-ounce daily serving of soda corresponds to 1.9 years of additional aging, and drinking a daily 20-ounce serving of soda was linked to 4.6 years of additional aging. No wonder Meyer continues to defy the odds by avoiding these little sources of immediate pleasure, which ultimately leads to later doom. Number 3, cheesecake.
There's a popular cheesecake that I loved, and I can tell you when I went anywhere near it, I had bites, not pieces. My old problem would resurrect and I would have bites. Until one day I decided to look up and see what was in it. The smallest amount of calories that any had in it was 850 for a piece, and the largest was 1,200. I have not eaten a piece since. You know why? Here's the reason. It's not worth it to me.
Joyce perfectly understands the impact of high-caloric diet on the body and has since halted on cheesecake since then. Cheesecake is bulked with saturated fat and extreme sugar due to its creamy thickness and hypercaloric cheese, which contributes to weight gain and increases the risk of heart disease if consumed in excess. Consuming it in moderation is key, especially for those monitoring their calorie and sugar intake for health reasons. Enjoying a small slice on occasion can be a part of a balanced diet. In her book titled Eat and Stay Thin, Simple, Spiritual, Satisfying Weight Control, talked about why high calories are harmful and how they affect the body. You should lay your hands on them to get more enlightened. Number 4, sugar, chocolate, and candy.
Another thing, we travel a lot, we're in hotels, and I don't know why, but you go off to the meeting, you come home, and they've decorated your pillow with chocolate candy. It's like this thing in hotels. Let us put you to sleep with chocolate and sugar. Well, like most people, I'd take one, looks good, pop it in my mouth, mindless eating, until one day I decided to read the little paper on the back.
Chocolate would be Joyce's comfort food in childhood, but not until she realized sugar is the work of the devil, and having zero protein intake makes you slower and irresistible to temptations. Chocolate and candy are rich in sugars and often contain high amounts of destructive calories and fats, potentially leading to weight gain, dental plaques, and increased risk of diabetes if consumed excessively. Dark chocolate, however, in moderation, may be beneficial as they have antioxidant properties. Number 5, fried items.
I knew nothing about what to eat. My parents were from the country, and so everything was fried. Vegetables were kind of like a no-no. We had fried chicken, fried egg, biscuits, gravy, fried pork, fried pies. I mean, we fried everything. And when I would come home from from school, my dad worked nights, and so a lot of evenings, what I would eat for dinner, my mother would take a box of cremette macaroni, a whole little box, boil it, put a can of tomatoes in it, cut up an onion in it, and that would be my dinner. And then my dessert would usually be a piece of cake with a bunch of icing on it about that thick. And I didn't understand why I was overweight.
Last but not least, fried foods are the one type of food Joyce now stays entirely clear of. She believes that fried items are calorie bombs and contain lots of cholesterol, which is bad for the body. She attributes her slim body structure to completely avoiding fried foods. They also contribute to high cholesterol levels and increase the risk of coronary heart disease. The food she always eats. Number 1, vegetables and salads.
I ordered the salad. Dave, you get the soup.
Meyer incorporated lots of vegetables in her diet. She admits to always eating salads whenever she goes on outings with her husband, Dave. She recognizes the high level of nutrients contained in those vegetables and never misses a day without them. She embraces green vegetables such as spinach, broccoli, and tomatoes. These vegetables contain lots of antioxidants which help neutralize the free radicals that accelerate aging and keeps you healthy and young. Broccoli contains glucosinolates, which the body metabolizes to form substances that help in the fight against cancer. They also lower cholesterol in blood and promote heart health. Spinach is rich in vitamins A, C, K, iron, folate, and potassium. Vitamin A is important for normal vision and improving the immune system of the body. Vitamin C helps in collagen formation, which prevents wrinkling of the skin and promotes strong and healthy bones. Vitamin K is important in blood clotting and building of the bones. Iron is good for blood formation and helps nourish the skin. Potassium reduces blood pressure and protects the kidneys. Tomatoes contain lycopene, which is a strong antioxidant and plays an important role in protecting the heart and fighting cancer. Meyer's exercise routine.
I got a desire to start walking for exercise. Well, in the last 6 months, I walked 950 miles.
Meyer ensures to keep a consistent exercise routine in which she focuses more on the cardios, such as walking and jogging. These cardio exercises are very important in improving cardiovascular health and reducing the risk of chronic diseases. It also increases endurance and stamina and promotes weight loss. They also help to reduce stress and anxiety levels in the body. They improve mood and enhance overall well-being. Meyer confesses that the exercise routine could be boring at times. However, she focuses on the benefits she hopes to get from the exercise instead of the exercise itself, as this is how she keeps the consistency. She also advises going to the gym and getting a personal trainer if you need to, as this helps you achieve faster results. Her stress management technique.
Well, stress is the disease of the century.
Meyer strongly admits that stress is a disease on its own. In fact, she believes it's the greatest disease of the century. It's a very fast way to actually age quickly. This is why she has spoken so much about how to manage stress in her ministry. In one of her services, she says,
Stay in your comfort zone. Now, that doesn't mean that we never do anything difficult, but it does mean that we recognize our limits and we respect them.
A simple way to avoid stress is to stay in your comfort zone. Refrain from comparing yourself to others and continue doing the things you love. Focus on your hobbies and stay clear of competition. It's okay to be late sometimes. It's okay to miss your routines occasionally. It's okay to make mistakes, but don't let anything become a thorn in your side, causing psychological stress. Her advice for staying healthy and fit.
Now, here's a great one. When you first feel full, when you first feel the feeling of full, quit eating.
She advises quitting eating as soon as you feel full. She mentions that as soon as she feels full, she ensures the plate is taken away. This is how she disciplines herself to eat just the right amount of food and maintain good health.
Here's another good one. Don't keep things in your house you don't want to eat. That's a boundary. Just don't take it home.
Meyer ensures she never keeps the food she wants to avoid at home. She's adamant about saying no to temptation. Her trick is that since it would take a lot of stress for her to get them, it's easier just to avoid them altogether. This concept involves creating an environment conducive to healthy eating habits. By eliminating those cravings, this practice can limit the intake of processed and high-calorie foods, reducing the risk of obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and other diet-related conditions.
You set boundaries on your eating.
Meyer advocates for a strict diet plan, one that she not only preaches but practices. She has successfully mastered the art of resisting temptations and boldly saying no to the delicious appeal of harmful foods, no matter how delectable they may appear, as we can see those effects in her ageless looks, her top secret recipe to remaining youthful.
I heard him say that there's two things you have to have when you get old if you want to be happy, and that's a purpose and somebody to love.
Joyce Meyer's top secret to sustaining her youthful essence is that she keeps pursuing her purpose and also her relationship with Dave. They've been married for 47 years, and their unending love has kept the knot stronger and gives her reason to keep strong every day. Meyer faced breast cancer at 47 and other health scares, including a hysterectomy and a scare with her vertebrae that led to a temporary need for a wheelchair. Throughout all this, Dave continued to provide support and resilience to cope with her illnesses. Today, Joyce's energy and youthful spirit show the benefits of a supportive relationship and a positive attitude. Her journey reminds us that a happy heart and someone to love can have a big impact on our health and youthfulness.